I want to show you my base 3 number system because I think it should be adopted and used. And I call it Telsa Math. Telsa because of Tesla, not Elon Musk, but Nikola Tesla and his 3, 6, 9. And this because of Ma'at, the divine feminine energy. And Telsa, like Elsa instead of Tesla, because of the divine feminine. Instead of memorizing symbols, like this is a 3, it's just a squiggle, right? Just a couple of squiggles. It's meaningless. It's just a symbol. But if you break down numbers into countable symbols, then it helps with learning math. 1. That's all you need to know. Every one of those is a 1. That's a 1. 2 would be 2. That's the number 2. And then 3, which is why I call it base 3 math, base 3 number system. That's your 3. And that's all you need to know. That's 3. That's 1. And you always start with the 3, counting out the 3s. So for number 4, you would go 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. 3, 6. You max out your 3s and then bring on the 1s. Just memorize the 3. 7 would be 3, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 9. And that's all you need, plus the 0, right? So 3, 6, 9 would be 3, 6, 9. And it trains your mind to count. It trains your subconscious to count. Because counting is good for you. I'm OCD and I have anxiety. My OCD niche is counting. I count pretty much everything. Like if I'm sitting in a room, I'm counting ceiling tiles. But counting helps with anxiety. Like I have social anxiety. So if I'm in a public setting and I'm feeling uncomfortable, counting the ceiling tiles gets your focus off your worries. And you are also training the subconscious, and you are being more observant. And what I've learned from OCD is that my brain is automatically counting everything all the time. I was watching Johnny Carson one day, and this guy was up there. Johnny would say a sentence. I think it was Johnny Carson. He would say a sentence, and the guy would spit out a number. And I'm like, oh my God, I do that. I thought everybody did that. I didn't know, why are they making it out like it's something special? Like this, counting is good for you. Automatically my mind sees 10 letters, right? And 10. So if somebody said to me, counting is good for you, my brain's going 20, just like that, 20, because I'm constantly counting. And I think my OCD is there as a counter-effective tool for the anxiety, because everything has their pluses and minuses. OCD has its benefits, but it also has its hindrances. I took computer programming and accounting in college. But then after doing this, I decided I could not be an accountant, because OCD makes me want to double check and triple check all my numbers. Like when you're doing the 10 key and you're adding numbers, my mind wants to double check it and triple check it, make sure the numbers are exact and right and correct. Which was more, it was annoying, it was a hindrance, but it has its benefits. So if you were to add 347 plus 229, you would count them. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. So you put your 6 and carry your 1. Count the 3's first. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. And your answer is 876. Right? Right? 9716, carry the 1, 4, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. And instead of all these squiggles and memorizing the symbol, they can learn quicker by adding mentally the lines within the number. And eventually you will memorize the symbol, but your subconscious mind will still be counting, super counting. And it'll train your mind to count, and you'll be able to like add double digit and triple digit numbers in your head. And like I said, it helps with anxiety, and everybody has some anxiety. But I think it would be quicker to learn as kids. And I think it would be very beneficial, and it makes more sense to do this instead of this. Right? It's just, you only have to memorize the 1 and the 3. Not all this. I mean, this to a kindergartner is like, oh my, what are all these squiggles? How am I going to remember all this? But a child can count. I have 1 apple. I have 2 apples. They can memorize the 1 and the 3 quicker than they can remember this. Now, I have no idea how, where, and who to propose this to. Or if it can ever even come to fruition. But I think leaders in education should at least check this out and think about it, and do some testing. I don't think I showed you like 10. Looks just like my 10. And in the computer, each area of pixels takes up a square, so that you can have these on keyboards. I mean, you would have to change, keyboards and everything, but each of these would also fit into a square. So you would write a 3-digit number the same way. You just need, we have some keys already that I can somewhat make up all these characters on a keyboard, but they're not designed for this. Like there's the slashes, and the number sign. But this all just came to me at some point, and it was like a download. Like it was instant. Like I picked it up from somewhere. Like it's already in existence, or already, it's like an idea that's waiting to be captured and used. Because in infinity, everything needs to exist. Because that's what Source is constantly chasing the micro and the macro and every possibility. And you can tap into that consciousness and collect information, because everything is connected.